this is what I've made this week. This is a book matched marble in black, grey and white. I'm going to rewind it back a little bit now and show you the process. I'm down in Maidstone this week near London, and this is the wall behind me that we're doing. So for this one I'm doing like a split marble, so going down the middle, this side is going to mimic that side, so we have patterns sort of running through, so it's quite a technical design. It is quite a small wall, but it's quite nice. We're making the design quite complex. So I'm just getting it on now, sheeted everywhere up, and this is had its first base coat on. So we're just giving this 2 hours to dry. While that's drying, I'm sorting out all the other prep gear. So I'm just getting set up while this is drying off. First things first, for all of my jobs, take the old Hoover bag out and put a new bag in, because otherwise it isn't dust free. So these Merkers, this is the extractor Hoover unit. They cost about £1,000. And then you have, this is the sanding pad for it, and then it connects with the hose. So this sands, sucks it all up, puts it in the bag. If you don't replace the bags, a lot of people never replace the bags. I replace my bags near enough every job, because I think it's like £15–20 for a pack of 5. So it's a few quid on a job each time, just to make sure the Hoover's running right, and we minimise the dust as much as possible on the job. The base coat's all dry now. I've given it like 2 hours to dry with the fan on it, so it's pretty much dry. I'm going to go over now with the 180 pad with the Merker, sand it all down nice and flat, and then we're ready for putting the top coats on there. Now I've gave it a sand, I'm just going to fold the pad over, go around the edges, just make sure it's super flat, nice and crisp in the corners.
So this is finally the third coat going on now, and as you can see I'm trying to do the book matching part of it, which is where we're mimicking the marble on either side and making it match. The only way I can do this is I do one side at a time and then try and mimic it on the other side by keep standing back further away from the wall and then sort of judging it by eye. So this process is all done by eye. You can see I have put some faint lines on there just to give me a rough estimation of where the lines are going to go, but they'll get covered by the plaster.
So it does take a little while this, I've got most of it on now, so we put one side on and then match it by eye to the other side. It does take a little bit of touching in, but it is a nice design.
So I am a little bit knackered by this point in the day, and I do have a bit of a bad back, so driving in these early mornings does not help that, so a little bit of stretching never goes amiss. Then it's on to do the bottom sections. It's quite satisfying making everything match, to be honest, but by this time of the day my head was a little bit frazzled, not gonna lie. It was definitely a tough design to be doing after an early morning, but we got there in the end and it's looking good.
So this one's done for the day now. I need to leave this about 12 hours to dry so I can start polishing it up, and then we'll airbrush little veins through it and make it look quite nice. So I've got some black, grey, and it looks like a goldy colour, but we can't actually get gold or metallics in the Venetian plaster, so it's like an orangey beige. It gives us roughly the same look as gold. So you can see we've got the nice pattern in, everything symmetrical, or about as symmetrical as we can get it. I've tried my best with it, and we've got a few little bits of them gold kind of accents. This isn't polished yet, so there's not much shine on it. It's had a little bit of a burnish, but this will get all the polishing pads tomorrow, the airbrush and that kind of stuff. We've just cleaned everywhere up, hoovered, even hoovered the plastic covering just so there's no dust, and then come back tomorrow, finish it. So getting up at 3 in the morning does knack you out a bit. This one's looking nice now though. Now it's time to get to the hotel, get my head down for an hour and start sorting out the socials, go through all the videos that I've took today, do a little bit of editing. So it's day 2, just leaving the hotel now, just making sure I've not left any of my stuff in here, because usually when I stay away I do end up leaving stuff and forgetting everything. So we're going to get to the job now. It's about 8 o'clock and start getting it polished up. At the minute it seems that all my jobs are working away, so I just spend a lot of time in hotels, but I'm kind of used to it now. I don't mind it too much. So we're in the car now, but it needs a little bit of defrosting, so our best get defrosting it. Get them heated seats on, that's better. Ish. So just put the wax on, I'm going to go around it and buff the wall now. So when we're buffing, this is what we use, which is a Lambswood buffing pad. Similar to like when you're polishing a car, we apply the wax and then polish it up with this. one's all done now. If I move out of the way, you can see the nice marbling pattern coming all the way through. I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer now, just so I can show you a bit closer. So now we're a little bit closer. If I move the camera, you can see the shine on that. Super nice. I've tried to get this as symmetrical as I can, but obviously I am making it by eye. So it is pretty much symmetrical, so we've got the lines at the top there, everything matches. It was quite a difficult one to do, but it looks really nice. And then when we go in closer, we've got these hand painted veins all the way and book matching it through. I think it looks really nice. Let me know if you got any questions. I'll see you later.